that position versatility. That's what you're looking for, because what you want your position coaches to do during the offseason is to talk these players into the fact that they're going to be better than they were the previous season.
Dalton end zone touchdown to C.J. Uzomah. And that's his first touchdown of the season. And the extra point by Bullock is good. He was a spinner that did not go 10 yards, and he's not going to do an onside kick. He tries to pin him down deep. That's Isaiah Ford back down there, and he runs out of bounds just shy. Is Pete Radovich Jr. As Fitzpatrick hands off to Turner on first down, and Pratt throws him back. The broadcast associates of today's game. On 2nd and 10, Fitzpatrick connects with Parker on the slant. And a first down for Devontae Parker in front of B.W. Webb.
All of the play clock.
Gaskin, he finds a hole. Myles Gaskin, good running. Oh, and he almost broke that last. His new career high with 48 yards rushing and his first NFL touchdown. This is Patrick Laird. And he is thrown down by Darqueze Dennard.
That young rookie, day one.
And you asked Zach Taylor about that last night, and he was not going there.
No. Got to make those decisions.
On 3rd down and 5, pressure coming. Fitzpatrick dumps it down to Gaskin. Flag is down, and that's a bad penalty on Carl Lawson. After the pass, he still took Fitzpatrick to the ground, and that is going to extend the drive.
Personal foul, roughing the passer. Defense number 58. 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
Gaskin, and a flag is down.
Holding. Offense number 77. The penalty is declined. 2nd down.
Movement up front, another flag.
Boy, it sure looked like the Bengals encroached in the neutral zone.
Neutral zone infraction. Number 57. Defense. 5-yard penalty. Still 2nd down.
And goes on Jermaine Pratt. So now it's 2nd down and 5, and they hand it off to Gaskin again. Gaskin lowers his head and comes up a yard short.
First pick, and it wasn't something that was, you know, just a burden. Nasty tackle right there.
All right. Good call. You've had a couple of those today. You caught the Tyler Boyd touchdown. So a lot of intrigue for Kansas City tonight and how that affects the AFC playoff picture going into the final game of the regular season next weekend. 47-yard attempt for Sanders, and he pulls this one wide left. Dalton, quick pass. Erickson reels it in and forced out of bounds.
Playoffs 5 consecutive seasons. He's off to a great start being a 2nd-round pick out of TCU.
And he overshoots Giovanni Bernard.
To him when he's at the running back position, but always doing something for the team.
Grew up around here in Boca Raton, Florida, as Dalton hits Erickson again. Spins away from Baker, and that extra effort is going to be marked right near the marker. Go to the air, 3rd and 1. After he was marked short, there's the first down with 2:30 to go. Tyler Boyd with the catch. Dalton's pass is batted down. Steeler has 6 tackles, 1 sack, and now a pass breakup on the day, and this one is blown dead. Brad Allen's been busy in the 2nd half.
False start. Offense number 74. 5-yard penalty. Still 2nd down.
Another penalty on Fred Johnson. And a lot of movement again. Hello, Brad Allen.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense number 92. 5-yard penalty. Still 2nd down.
Erickson at the bottom with the tight end Eifert in there as well, as Dalton looking for Ross, and it's incomplete.
Confidence has to be there between you and the quarterback.
3rd and 10. Dalton's pass again is knocked down by Sealer. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning. It'll be 4th and 10 when we come back. Miami leads at 35-19. Dalton in shotgun formation. Dalton over the middle, intercepted by Eric Rowe. A flag is down as Rowe is tackled by Bernard. That is Eric Rowe's first interception in 3 years when he was with New England, and he picked off Ryan Fitzpatrick, who was the Jets quarterback at the time. But now the question is, will it stand?
They might have been holding or pass interfering with Tyler Eifert as he's trying to get down the seam.
Holding. Defense, number 21. 5-yard penalty, automatic. First down.
So Rowe's last interception is still 3 years ago. It's 1st and 10. Dalton, and he hits Ross. Ross still moving those legs down to the 15-yard line. Scores and highlights on the State Farm post-game show. Ball at the 15-yard line. Dalton zips one over to Erickson, who's hit hard by Nate Brooks. From the 10, Dalton to Ross inside the 5 and down at the 3-yard line. Bengals have to hurry. Needham makes the tackle.
It's a nice catch in traffic for a speed receiver.
It's 1st and goal for Cincinnati with 45 seconds to go.
Giovanni?
Yeah.
Draw play?
Nope. Instead, Dalton fires incomplete in the vicinity of Tyler Boyd.
Enough guys to block these 5 right there.
Let's see what they do on 2nd and goal. Dalton to Erickson, and it is incomplete. Nate Brooks had the coverage. Dalton rolling right, looking for Boyd, and it's broken up. Nice play by Tay Hayes, who's playing in his 2nd NFL game.
Timeout by Coach Flores.
Seconds to go. Out of the Miami timeout, it's 4th and goal. Dalton, quick pass, and it is caught for a touchdown. Tyler Boyd able to just get in. And we're not done yet.
Boyd, and it's just over the end line by about 1.5 inches.
Since it was ruled a touchdown, they'll have to confirm it in replay.
Coming down that line right there. He's over the goal line. You can see the ball on his thigh. Here in the stadium, obviously the Dolphin fans, you can hear them, the noise and the clatter. They see it a little differently.
Might be the Bengals fans. And now they line up to go for 2.
And you move it over to the right hash, which would tell me we're going to try and go something the opposite direction to give us more room.
Dalton over the middle, caught by Tyler Eifert. And it's an 8-point game with 29 seconds to go. It's up here with Randy Bullock set to kick it.
This looks like a high hop attempt.
Not the spinner, it gets up high. Bengals fighting for it. Do they have it? They do! Cincinnati recovers the onside kick. First time they've done that since 2010. It was Jordan Evans who scoops it up. We take another look.
So it's 1, 2, and then that third hop goes up high in the air, and a bunch of hands, a sea of hands trying to go for the ball.
Stanley Morgan did a great job in that mix, going up high, was able to get it back to Jordan Evans, the 3rd-year linebacker out of Oklahoma.
And I think that might be Stanley Morgan, who remained on the ground. Is telling the offensive lineman, as soon as that ball is thrown and maybe Andy Dalton gives them a go call, that they take off and get to the line of scrimmage for the next snap.
1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Dalton, good protection, and throws it to Eifert. It's incomplete. No matter what happens here, this is what Zach Taylor was telling us last night. He said, look at the 4th quarter of the New England game last week. Nobody quit. We kept fighting and playing as hard as we could. Same situation here today. A very uninspiring first half. Bengals have not folded up the tent here in the second half.
Well, like Michael Grady talked about, he's talked about staying connected, not giving up on your teammates. And this is a great testament to that coaching message that you just keep beating into them each week.
Dalton deep over the middle. Boyd has it inside the 30. 30, and now they got to race up to the line. They cannot stop the clock. And Boyd is shaken up on the play.
The line sprinted up there, Andrew. That was a great job.
They're all lined up. Dalton spikes it with 4 seconds to go. And Boyd, that is a great job by Tyler Boyd, because if he stayed down with an injury, it could have cost him.
They take 10 seconds off because the clock is running, so you'd have a 10-second runoff.
Could have given an extra injury timeout.
Yeah.
But either way, Boyd was able to line up, and now 4 seconds to go. But unfortunately for Cincinnati, it doesn't look like they're going to have their best receiver out there for this last play.
You had Stanley Morgan, who was nicked up a little bit, so now you have Ross and Erickson outside.
Giovanni Bernard lined up at the bottom of your screen. Here we go. 4 seconds left. Dalton has time, looking now, throwing end zone, and it is caught! Tyler Eifert! Are you kidding me? It's a touchdown, and now they got to line up and go for 2 to try to force overtime.
I'm not sure how good of a high school basketball player Tyler Eifert was, but that box out on that play right there was pure NBA. He gets great position right there, and then he moves forward to box the guys out and catches it at the high point on a rope throw from Andy Dalton.
Don't put him on the draft clock just yet. Cincinnati now will go for 2 and try to send this game to overtime. Before today, Bengals had not attempted a 2-point conversion all season. On their last touchdown, they connected. Can they do it again?
No time on the clock. Brian Flores has a timeout, so he's going to take a look at this formation and probably use that timeout.
Tyler Boyd is back in the game, bottom of your screen. And there's the timeout by Flores. You know, with 3 minutes to go, when you said crazier things have happened, I thought you were a little crazy.
You raised that eyebrow at me like The Rock does.
I did. I look a little different than The Rock, but here we are with a dramatic conclusion, and maybe more to come if Cincinnati's able to convert the 2-point conversion. They have 2 touchdowns in the last 29 seconds.
You're thinking players, not plays. We've seen Boyd come through down here, Eifert come through. We've seen Uzama with a big touchdown reception down here.
And in his career, we've seen Dalton on a quarterback draw a number of times as well. Let's see what Zach Taylor dials up. 2-point conversion. Dalton flushed out. He's angling for the end zone. Dalton trying to get in. He does! And we're going to overtime in Miami. For all the people who have said this Bengals team is tanking, well, tank this. 23 points in the 4th quarter, and we're going to OT.
It is just that personal resolve. The chance to play in the NFL, the opportunity and the chance to play on Sundays, and then a chance to provide a miracle comeback. Yeah, the work's not finished yet. We're going to overtime, but you just take your hat off to what the Bengals were able to do over the last 3.5 minutes of that ball game.
When we come back, tied at 35.